The IELTS listening test lasts for 30 minutes. For the paper-based model, you have 10 minutes at the end of the test for test takers to transfer the answers from the question paper onto the answer sheet. For the CBT, you have 2 minutes at the end of the test to check your answers. You will finish with 4 sections on the IELTS listening test, with each section equaling a 10 question. In order of difficulty, it rises, with section 1 being the easiest, section 4, which is the last section, being the most difficult aspect. The first part of this model is usually conversations based on a social context. It's possible for here conversations around vacancy, job vacancy, it could be inquiry, it could be hotel reservation. You realize that these things that I'm mentioning would involve 2 people, and then it will be your task to listen and provide the necessary answers in relation to the questions provided on the question paper.
Good morning, World Tours. My name is Jamie. How can I help you?
Good morning. I want some information on self-drive tours in the USA. Could you send me a brochure?
Of course. Could I have your name, please?
Andrea Brown.
Thank you. And your address?
24 Ardley Road.
Can you spell that?
ARDLEIGH Road.
So for the section 2 on the IELTS listening test, find a topic which will still be a conversation of general interest with a transactional purpose.
Our greatest asset is probably our swimming pool, which at 25 metres isn't Olympic-sized, but now we've expanded it to 8 lanes, it's much wider. This means there are rarely more than a couple of people at a time in each lane. Unfortunately, there isn't space for an outdoor pool here, but the glass roof on the swimming pool is partly retractable, which means you can enjoy something of the open-air experience on warmer days. Our recently refurbished fitness suite has all the latest exercise equipment, including 10 new running machines and
Hello, Professor. I'm John Wishart. I'm working on my entry for the Global Design Competition. My tutor said you might be able to help me with it.
Ah, yes, I got a copy of your drawings. Come in and tell me about it. What sort of competition is it?
Well, it's an international design competition, and we have to come up with a new design for a typical domestic kitchen appliance.
I see. And are there any special conditions? Does it have to save energy, for example?
Actually, that was the focus in last year's competition. This year's different. We have to adopt an innovative approach to existing technology, using it in a way that hasn't been thought of before.
I see. That sounds tricky. And what kitchen appliance have you chosen?
Well, I decided to choose the dishwasher.
The last part, which is the section 4, most considered as the difficult aspect because it's densely populated with a lot of distractors. You have a monologue in an academic style lecture or presentation, and so you have to listen to a lot of information, narrow down to the right one in respect to the question.
Today, we continue our series on ecology and conservation with a look at a particularly endangered member of the black bear family. 1 in 10 black bears is actually born with a white coat, which is the result of a special gene that surfaces in a few. Local people have named it the spirit bear.